The reason why I wanted to review this fragrance is because I saw so many misleading informations in TikTok and YouTube reviews about Gris Chanel. Is it worth the hype? What misleading informations you might heard about it? And would you like it? How does it perform? You will find out in this video. Hello everyone, my nickname is Miri. Welcome to my channel. And as always, let's start with the inspiration of this fragrance. Gris translates to grey in English, while for Chanel you might have stumbled on the internet upon many dictionaries which translate Chanel as a building or chamber in which bodies or bones are disposed, basically a catacomb. So the meaning grey catacomb or graveyard might be off-putting, but no, Gris Chanel actually means carnal grey. And the carnal side of its name is depicted in the inspirational moment of this fragrance, described on the BDK official website. The inspiration were outdoor dance sessions on summer nights in Quai Saint-Bernard in Paris, where the music starts at 7 p.m. and runs to midnight, and both enthusiasts, tourists and beginners are welcome to join and dance to the music on the riverside. So imagine you're on that promenade, everyone is moving in the rhythm of the music, and you've noticed somebody glancing cross paths, and you end up giving in to your carnal desires, waking up in the grey, gloomy Parisian morning. So Gris Chanel tries to depict grey-colored flesh desires. How does it smell? In the opening, I can smell fig, tea and cardamom, and the first misleading information about Gris Chanel is that it is a fresh fragrance. You probably heard it, and that is not true. Yes, there is a fresh aspect to Gris Chanel in the opening, but the freshness you get is aromatic and green, like the refreshing scent of fig leaves or even tea leaves. But overall, calling this fragrance fresh and clean is misleading. Scent is creamy and a bit green, but mostly imagine that those figs are extremely spiced with cardamom, so they have a woody, smoky and earthy kick, and there is also added boozy quality from bourbon vetiver. Therefore, this opening may be too much and too harsh for a lot of people, especially because of its spicy, smoky green aspects. So this smells like chai tea latte with added drops of bourbon and a bowl of fresh figs with leaves topped with cardamom on the side. I've seen that some compare it to Diptyque Philosikos, and although both have a fig and woody notes, they're nowhere similar, so just be aware of it if you're looking for an alternative to Diptyque Philosikos. Philosikos is much greener, fig prominent and fresh scent compared to Gris Chanel. As Gris Chanel dries down, it loses its green fresh aspect, and spicy fig milkiness from the opening in the combination with iris, sandalwood and tonka starts to create almost a lactonic, coconut creamy scent. There is still earthy, smoky accord vetiver brings to the table, but overall Gris Chanel becomes a lactonic, woody, coconutty reminiscent scent. And I must say that in the heart and in the dry down, it's very hard to pick out notes. This becomes a bit like a blurry grey cloud of spicy, woody creaminess. And that brings me to the second misleading information you probably heard about Gris Chanel in YouTube reviews, which is that Gris Chanel is a sweet fragrance. And maybe this turns sweeter on some people, but I would never qualify Gris Chanel as a sweet perfume. To me, sweet perfumes are La Vie est Belle, Juicy Couture, etc., but not Gris Chanel. It is a creamy scent, and fig and sandalwood give it almost coconutty butteriness, but there is no real sweetness in it. Especially since to me earthy and smoky accents of vetiver are noticeable in the unsweetened fig, woody, milky, creamy concoction. It's like you're sitting on a bale of fall hay on a crisp, cold grey morning and you're enjoying chai tea latte with fig jam or even toasted coconut flakes. So it's quite spicy, it's smoky, it's earthy, it's woody, it's milky in the dry down, and I find the heart and the dry down of this perfume much more enjoyable than the opening. Gris Chanel lives up to its name. It evokes various shades of grey since it is reminiscent of grey mornings and gloomy, drizzly, rainy days. So if I had to describe it with one word, that word would be fog. If a fog had a scent, it would smell like Gris Chanel, like a spicy, woody, milky grey veil around you. Although many reviews claim this is the ultimate feminine fragrance and the ultimate sexy, warm perfume for women, I couldn't disagree more. Gris Chanel has a cold rather than warm vibe. It's meant to evoke grey Parisian mornings, and it does. It does smell like you're waking up in the cold, greyish, foggy morning with the desire to be comforted and warmed up by your significant other. In that sense, this perfume is true to its name, and the overall feel it gives you is coziness, not sexiness. It has a rich, cold, dry, cuddly, fluffy, spicy, woody, creamy plushness. And this perfume is sexy to me only if a man would wear it. I would love to smell Gris Chanel on a man. He would smell so amazing, so sexy. I would definitely turn my gaze and see like, who smells so good? So yes, if that smoky, woody vetiver becomes more prominent on the guy, this would be so sexy. But on a woman, Gris Chanel isn't sexy. It is more of a bold, cozy type of fragrance, especially since smokiness from the vetiver conjures an image of a cozy fireplace. As a woman, while I'm wearing Gris Chanel, it gives me feeling of desire to cuddle in the bed in the cold, rainy morning, or like you've slipped on your favorite grey cashmere sweater, you're in a lake cabin next to a fireplace reading a book. So the overall feel you get is cold but cozy and comforting, not sexy, alluring or warm. And this is a very unique fragrance to my nose. It's refined. So my rating, especially because of the uniqueness factor, is 8 out of 10 for its scent profile. But stay tuned until the end to find out what my experience with Gris Chanel was. Gris Chanel has a really good longevity. It lasts up to 8 hours on my skin and much longer on clothes, but projection and sillage are really moderate, even slightly intimate. And although this is gentle and non-offensive, it is still present. But just be aware that this is not a beast mode projecting fragrance or even a room feeling fragrance, but it will last a long time on your skin and it will be noticeable around you as a soft bubble. So my rating for its performance is 8 out of 10 as well. If this review was helpful and informative so far, boop the like button and subscribe. That is an important feedback to me. But what should you be aware of before blind buying Gris Chanel? First negative point are cardamom and vetiver. Cardamom spiciness in the opening and earthy, smoky quality of vetiver in the heart might not be enjoyable to some, especially to women who usually enjoy wearing very feminine, girly, sweet perfumes. So just be aware of it. The second negative point is that this has almost like a pencil shaving vibe. And the third negative point, this is not a safe blind buy, because although it is very unique and in that regard it is absolutely worth the hype around it, this is not for everyone. I've noticed that this perfume becomes either sweetish, warm and spicy on some, either cold, woody, earthy, ash-like and smoky on others like it does on me. So I would not encourage anybody to blind buy it because it smells differently on different skin chemistries. And now 3 positive points. First one is, this is so unique and intriguing. Who would guess that milky fig, cardamom, chai tea latte and smoky vetiver might get along, and not just that, that they would smell luxe, complex and signature-worthy like Gris Chanel does. The second positive point is that Gris Chanel gives you a cozy autumn vibe, and it is good for colder months like autumn and winter, and it can possibly stretch to even breezy spring evenings as well. And the third positive point is that this is a unisex fragrance. The opening leans a bit more masculine in my opinion, and it would smell so hot on a guy. But the dry down and the heart becomes slightly more feminine leaning. But overall, this is a gender neutral fragrance and you should try it out. If you enjoy spicy cardamom and sandalwood in Versace Crystal Noir, darker ambery balmy qualities of Jo Malone Miri and Tonka, spicy woodiness and smokiness in Maison Martin Margiela by the Fireplace, or even oriental spiciness in Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, then yes, you will like Gris Chanel. You must like noir, darker, spicier, richer sandalwood perfumes to truly enjoy Gris Chanel. And my experience with Gris Chanel was that after seeing all the hype it got on YouTube and TikTok, I went and bought a decant. And when I first sprayed it, I was immediately so disappointed, so underwhelmed. This wasn't what I thought it would be, and what I heard about it in YouTube reviews. The opening was too much, too masculine. Even my family commented that I smell like I've sprayed some grandpa perfume on myself, so I washed it right away and I resold my decant. A few months later, I bought another decant because I wanted to see did my nose change and my opinion about this fragrance, and that milky fig with a smoky touch felt like, you know, I wouldn't mind wearing this. It's okay. But still, it was far from like or love. But I used the decant and ordered another decant since there was something addictive in this fragrance, and this slowly grew on me. So eventually I bought a bottle. The bottle arrived a few weeks ago, but since it's still summer in Croatia where I live, I don't have a lot of opportunities to wear it. I love smelling it. I smell it every day from the bottle. I'm not just sure, do I want to smell like this and when would I wear it? So if you wear mostly designer perfumes, if you enjoy girly fragrances, I don't think this will be a good introduction to niche perfumes, and you would probably dislike the scent when you try it, just like I did. But if you're a niche lover, then yes, go and buy a decant, spend some time playing with it, and I'm sure you will start to appreciate its uniqueness and all the different facets in it. Personally, I don't find it sexy or romantic. It's much more a cozy scent, but since skin chemistry is a bit weird, I hope this review will give you another hopefully objective perspective on Gris Chanel if you ever decide to blind buy it. So 3 words or adjectives I would describe Gris Chanel with would be milky, smoky fog, and my overall rating for the scent and performance is 8 out of 10. And if you want to see my honest opinion on whether the original La Nuit Tazzo Eau de Parfum or the newest edition La Nuit Tazzo Fleur de Nuit is a better option, click on this video and I will see you there. Bye!